So let's begin our practice this morning in a seated position. So if you feel quite right the way you are at this moment, stay like this. If you want to change your leg, please change your leg. This practice is a Vinyasa class, so there will be a fair few flows in there, maybe movement that gets a bit heating, stronger. You've got different levels of experience and body abilities in this practice, so please make sure that you are practicing the way your body allows you and needs you to practice, taking breaks whenever you need to, basically. So let us begin in a seated position. Hands can rest wherever they feel comfortable. Start to move around with the body for a moment. In any way that feels good, you can round your back, you can push your chest forward, move your neck and head. Oh geez, I've got a bit of tightness sitting there. So finding your way into this practice. We've only just had a full moon. I can clearly feel that my night's sleep wasn't the greatest, and maybe you feel the same. So once you've found a position in which you can sit upright, you might even close your eyes. If that's not available to you, please steady your gaze somewhere straight in front of you. I will ask you to take a deep breath in, to have a breath out of the mouth. To take a deep breath in, to breathe out of the mouth, and at the same time pulling in the belly lightly. And once more like this. Then stay. Notice yourself seated, contact to the floor with legs, buttocks, feet. Notice the contact of hands and arms towards the legs. Notice your arms themselves, your shoulders. Let awareness come into the torso, the front and the back, and observe there for a moment. Does it cost you much effort to sit? Is there a subtle movement maybe in the front? How's your neck? Is your head feeling heavy or just normal? Is your jaw relaxed? If it isn't, why not open the mouth lightly and move it around? Have a yawn if that escapes. And then soften over your face. Starting to breathe down into the belly. Lift it to the ribs and up to the collarbones. Full yogic breathing as you breathe out. Belly comes back, ribs come in, upper chest comes in. Breathing in from your belly to your ribs, to your collarbones, and out in the same way, belly, ribs to collarbones. Nothing else changes there. Allow yourself for a few more breaths to stick with full yogic breathing. If available to you, maybe adding Ujjayi technique. Slight narrowing down of the air passage, creating a hissing sound. Please try and stay with exactly this breath that you have established here. And I understand that sometimes we do get lost in our thoughts. We do get lost in stronger movements and the breath just fades away. I will gently remind it of it. The card that I've chosen for this practice, to be sure of the road, close your eyes and walk in the dark. Isn't that our practice every time we come to the mat? Allow yourself to surrender to this practice while you acknowledge your own body. As you next take a breath in, let's reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Stretch up tall, find length in your body. And as you're breathing out, circle the arms out and come into a twist. As you breathe in, reach your arms out and up. On your elbows, twisting to the other side, hands landing somewhere gently. Keep moving like this, breathing in, lifting through the arms. Breathing out for your twist. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, twist. Once more to each side. Find the pace, your own breathing. And now inhale again. And as you exhale, then stay over to your right hand side. Take a breath in as you hear. And when you're breathing out, start leaning over your knee. Now I will turn myself sideways for a moment so that the left hand slides forward. The right hand is actively extending backwards, aiming to bring length all the way into the left side of your body. Hold that as you ground down through the sit bones. Then slide your right hand down by your side and take a breath in. The arm lifts up over the head, straight into a side bend. While you breathe in to lift your arm, and on the out breath, land the hand down by the sides. Now, those of you who've practiced with me this week before, we're attempting Tolasana. So hands can be flat down or the fists. As you breathe out, engage the lower belly, draw it in towards the tailbone and lift your hips off the floor. Keep the hips hanging down there, if they get off the ground, that is. And you might lift your front foot, placing that back down, and then lift the back foot, the one that's closer to you, and bring it all the way out in front. You can change sides in a different way too. You might pull your feet a little bit in if that's within your comfort. Let's take a breath in and reach the arms up again, finding length as you reach upwards, twisting towards the left as you're breathing out. We'll go once to each side before holding. As you inhale, lifting the arms, exhaling, twisting to the right, breathing in to lift, and breathing out to twist, and then hold here. And the same as we did before, you breathe in, and on the out breath, then reach your right arm forward, leaning over your knee. Doesn't matter how far you can go, but while you're reaching forward with the right arm, stretch the left arm actively in the opposite direction and find length here through the right side of your body as you reach and hold. Let your left hand slide down by the side of the hip, and as you breathe in, let your arm extend over the head. Take a breath in and lift through this arm, and as you breathe out, bring the hand down by the side. Tolasana again, hands down or your fists. Engage into your core, maybe the hips lifting off the floor. Lift your front foot if it gets off the ground. Then lower it, lift the back foot. Bring it forward. And then slide your feet under, roll over your ankles, or bring your feet out to the side to come onto your hands and your knees. Now, while we're on hands and knees, I'll turn myself sideways so you can see the positioning better. Have hands at shoulder distance, knees at hip distance apart. Ground down into the arms quite actively. As you take your next inhalation, extending your right leg back. On your out breath, bring your knee and nose together underneath. While you inhale, extend, opposite arm forward, leg back. Repeat as you breathe out, hug your knee into the chest. Inhaling, extending. Exhaling and curling in. One more, breathe in to extend. Breathe out to curl it in. Place the hand down, but extend your leg and flex the foot. Lower the toes down onto the mat. As you lift the other knee off the ground, extending into plank 2 strong, keep your knees down on the mat. Let's lower the right knee and lift the left leg. Point out through the toes. On your out breath, bring your nose and knee together underneath. While you inhale, extend the leg and opposite arm forward. On your out breath, hug the knee in. 2 more like this. Breathe in to extend. Breathe out to hug in. Last round. Land your hand, but extend your leg. Flex the foot. Tuck the toes under. Land the foot onto the floor. Leg stays extended, arms strong. Maybe the other knee lifts as well for a full plank. Hold. Gaze might be down towards the floor. Push your hips up now. Downward facing dog. We're not staying here for too long. As you take a breath in, roll the spine forward. Lower your knees down onto the mat for this first round. Keep your elbows by your side. Exhale, lower onto the mat. Breathe in, lift head, chest for a cobra. Try and keep the feet on the ground, extending to your toes. Exhale, release. Inhale, push into the mat. And as you're breathing out, sit back towards the heels and extend the child's pose. Breathing in, come onto the knees again. Tuck the toes under, out breath, downward facing dog. If you're feeling you need some support today, this will be your Vinyasa flow that we bring in between. If you feel you can go a bit stronger, try this. As you breathe in, come forward into a plank. Again, you can bring your knees down if you need to. Elbows by your sides. As you breathe out, lower. Flatten out your feet. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, you can roll over the toes or step over them and come back into downward facing dog. There will be plenty of time for everyone to do their vinyasa, so please don't rush them. As you take a breath in, bring your knees down onto the mat. Sit back towards the heels, extended child's pose. As you take a breath in, rise up on your knees. Circle your arms out and up. And as you land to sit, twisting towards the right. Inhaling, lift back up off your heels, reach your arms up. And as you breathe out, now twisting to your left. Inhaling, reach the arms up again. Exhaling, bring your hands down, all four stands. Tuck the toes back under. Push the weight a little forward. Round up through your spine, downward facing dog. And this one we will stay in. So you might choose to paddle out through your legs or even your arms as well. Do so for a moment. Finding the movement within your downward facing dog. Getting to know the body in motion. And then start to walk your feet to the top end of your mat. Wait for your exhalation and start rolling up into standing. Take the shoulders up, roll them back and down, soften through the knees and land in your stance. As you land in your stance, spread out through the toes. Actively bring weight into the feet. Engage your legs, engage your buttocks. Keep the shoulders open, your gaze straight towards the front, crown of the head facing upwards. As you take your next breath in, reach your arms out and up, lifting through the gaze. As you're breathing out, circle the arms around and behind your back. Interlace the hands here. As you breathe in, lift the arms away from the back and open the front of your body. Bend your knees, belly to your thighs, and a standing forward bend, arms ideally lifting away from the back. Weight is forward within the feet. Let's release the hands down. Breathe in, half lift, hands to shins, fingertips to the floor. As you breathe out, step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee down is a gentler option, otherwise bend the knee. Push into the floor as you're rising, arms reaching out and up. We're using fists of fire now, so as you breathe out, pull the fists in while you lower your knee. Inhaling, stretch it up. Exhale, pull it in. Breath can come out of the mouth if you like. 2 more. Last one, please hold. Holding in your lower stance. Release your hands to the mat. Extend out into the back leg. Let the other foot step back and find a plank on kneeling plank. Adding your vinyasa as you breathe out to lower. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. From there, over knees or toes, back to downward dog. Take this opportunity here to breathe. If you find the down dog is too strong, be on your knees, have a puppy pose. Maybe even close your eyes for a few breaths. As you walk in the dark, through your practice, observing, being with the body, the breath. When you next inhale, please lift your right leg into the air. On your out breath, bring your knee and nose together. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, repeat. And one more. And this time, stepping the foot forward between your hands. Soften into the back leg. Push into the floor as you breathe in. Circle your arms out and up. So repeat. Exhale, fists. Bend your knee to lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull down. 3 more here. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you lower. Torso upright and hold your last one. Placing the hands down onto the mat, extending into the back leg. Step your foot back, find your plank or kneeling plank. On your elbows, Vinyasa. Find your variations over knees, over toes, meeting again in puppy or downward facing dog. As you pause in your down dog, instead of letting the gaze wander, use this time, close the eyes. Tune into that space that lies within you, where you know best what is right for you, how you're feeling, and if you are connected to this practice. You can now choose to either walk, step, or jump your feet to the top end of the mat. A breath in there for a half lift. Hands to shins or fingertips to floor. Breathe out and fold. Push down into the feet now and rise as you take a breath in. Reach your arms out and up. And as you're breathing out, circle the arms back around. Now you've got an interlace that you usually do, change it. Take a breath in, lift the arms away from the back. And bend your knees as you breathe out to fold. Arms might be away from the back again, weight forward within the feet. Stay here, breathe. Then bring your hands down onto the floor. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Same here, bend the knee, push into the floor, reach your arms out and up. As you're breathing out, now turn towards your knee and open your arms. Inhaling, rise. Exhaling, repeat. Keep going like this, 3 more breaths. You're inhaling, body's in the center. Exhaling to twist. Please pause in the last one, holding the twist. You might lean forward now, place the forearm to the thigh. And you could bend the back knee, circle your arm, and maybe as you extend the leg, you lower the heel and your arm extends over the head. Revolved side angle pose. To release the pose, swing your arm back again, hands to the mat. You step back now, downward facing dog. Choose if you want to flow at all, and if you do, choose your own pace, as you might enter your variation of the Vinyasa. Meeting in puppy or downward facing dog. Again, you might close your eyes and breathe deeply. Noticing the changes you are creating in whichever way you're choosing to move. You can feel them within your body. On your next in-breath now, lifting your left leg up. With your out-breath, bring knee and nose together underneath. Inhale, extend the leg back. Repeat this twice more, knee and nose together. Inhaling to extend. And while you're breathing out, then hold the knee forward, step the foot between the hands. Always help it if it's not listening well. Bend the back knee. Push into the floor, take a breath in, reaching the arms out and up. As you exhale, turn towards your knee, open your arms wide, stanza still tall. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, twist. 3 more rounds. And once more, holding in the last one. Leaning the weight forward. If that suits, the forearm can come to the top of the thigh. If you want to extend it, bend your back knee, let your arms swing down, and then extend over the head. And you might lower your heel to the ground, keeping the back foot in an angle. Again, revolved side angle pose, Parivrtta Parshvakonasana. To release, bend the knee, swing your arm down, place your hands down either side of the front foot, step this foot forward. Inhaling to half lift, exhaling to fold. Push down into the feet as you inhale and rise, arms circling out and up. As you exhale, bring your hands down in front of your heart space, touching even this heart space. Close the eyes. Press down into the feet, activate legs and buttocks. Feel the heart beating. connecting to within. As you next breathe in, lift both arms and your right knee. Flex the foot, exhale and extend the leg to the front. Inhale, bend the knee. Step your feet to touch, exhale, chair pose. So we're leaning a little bit forward, sit bones open, weight across the whole soles of the feet. As you inhale, reach forward. On your out-breath, twist your chair to the right. Inhaling, extend. Exhaling, twisting to your left. Keep moving in this way. Keep your knees touching parallel. Twist to the right. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Once more to each side. And then repeating once more to the right. If possible now, holding your twist on the right-hand side. As you hold, watch that your knees are in line with each other. Keep them like this. Press your elbow and your knee against each other as you turn deeper into the twist. Now, please use hands if you need them there. Otherwise, start peeling your left foot off the floor before extending the leg and stepping back into another revolved side angle pose. If you feel you want to do a bit more, take a breath in and open your arms. You feel you want to do even more, wrap your upper arm around your back. You might even come into a bind, which sadly I'm not able to demonstrate. As you open your arm again, push into the feet, lift up for the standing twist. And then take a windmill out onto the floor with your hands. Step back to downward dog. Option to enter into Vinyasa. Again, please remind yourself it's always the same flow, but maybe not for you each time you move through. Choosing the variations wisely, moving over knees or toes, meeting in either puppy pose or downward facing dog. Close the eyes again. Take back in. How are you feeling? Is your breath still the same? Does it still flow from belly, ribs to collarbone? Or did it get lost in this practice? Can you re-establish it? No blame, just notice. Just be with what you're practicing with. I'll ask you on your next inhalation to lift your right leg again. On your out breath now, bring your knee to your right elbow. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale, repeat. Once more, breathe in to extend. Exhale, knee to the elbow, and then land your foot down on the outer edge of your hand. You may lower the back knee to the floor. This is only an option if you do untuck your toes. Lizard lunge as you begin to bend your elbows. Sinking in towards the ground, whatever that means for you. Try and push the right big toe into the mat. Keep your knee hugged into the side for now. Last breath with the knee hugged in. If you choose to, you can now let go of the knee, roll to the outer edge of the foot. Stay again and breathe. As you land the foot back onto the mat, if your knee is down, tuck the toes, lift the knee. Bring your hands in a bit closer. Step the back foot outer edge of the hand. You can't squat all the way, go as deep as you can. Otherwise, come to sit into Malasana, or the squat, pushing out into the elbows, lengthening as the palms of the hands touch together. Breathe in. As you breathe out, push into the feet. Rise up. Inhale, extending your legs. Turn your toes forward and breathe out. Bring your hands down to heart space. Touch. Close the eyes. Stand. Stand on your feet. Active legs, active buttocks. Notice the heart, the pace of your breathing, where the mind sits. As with this awareness, we're always shining light into the darkness. When you next inhale, lift your arms and your left knee. Flex the foot, hold your arms, breath out, extend your leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Step your feet to touch and breathe out, returning to chair pose. Hands can separate if they need to. Breathe in your chair, twist it to the left when breathing out. Inhale, arms reach forward. Exhale, twist your chair to the right. Continue 2 more twists to each side. When you have completed your twist again to the right, reach forward once more, twist to the left and hold here. Have a check of your knees. Keep them in line with each other. Push your knee and elbow against each other to hold a deep, strong twist. You're feeling solid and good here. Your core is lightly switched on. Peel the right foot off the floor. Step the whole leg back. Maybe even lower the heel to the ground for a wolf side angle pose. You want to extend, breathe in and open your arms. Maybe your top arm wants to wrap behind the back. Some of you might be able for a full bind, then reach, left arm, and reach the other arm out underneath. Release your binds. As you breathe in, push into the feet, open the arms back into the twist, standing tall. And then have a big windmill as you place your hands to the mat, stepping the foot back, downward facing dog. Choose to rest or vinyasa. You chose always to move to plank, to lower towards the floor, to enter your back bend, and to return to down dog. Once you finish your movement, your flow, close the eyes in your chosen position, happy or down dog. Check back in. Use this time. Use this time for full, deep, strong breathing. As you return to down dog, if you were on your knees, inhale to lift your left leg. Breathe out, bring your knee to your elbow. Inhale, extend the leg back. Exhale, knee to the elbow. Do that again. Last time, as you bring your knee forward, step the foot to the outer edge of your hand. Lizard lunge, you chose to lower the back knee. If you do, untuck your toes. Have your hands on the ground, left big toe pressing into the mat, and you might bring a bend to your elbows as you lower a bit. Keep your knee hugged in for 2 more breaths. At the end of those, your choice to roll your knee open, coming to the outer edge of the foot. Stay here, breathe again. landing your foot down onto the mat. Tuck the back toes under, lift your knee. Step the back foot outside of the other hand. Same, your variation of Malasana as you bring your length into the spine. Open your gaze, even if your forearms are resting on your thighs. Every variation welcome. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, activate Mula Bandha, push into the feet, rise. Inhale, extend your arms, turn your toes forward, and breathe out to bring your hands back down to your heart. Hold them here. Stand tall, stand strong. Short opportunity for closed eyes. On your next in-breath, lift your arms and your right knee. As you breathe out, extend the leg forward. Inhaling, bend the knee. Exhaling, warrior 3. Leg extends back, arm variations are welcome. Pointing your toes. Step back into a lunge, bend the knee. Lift your arms, inhale. Fists, breathe out and lower. Inhale, extending the arms. Exhale, open them up for a twist. Breathe in, breathe out, palms touching, side angle pose. As you push into the feet, lift back up to your twisted lunge. And then swirl the arms around, land your heel, find warrior 2. As you're standing in warrior 2, turn the palms of the hands upwards. Exalt the warrior on your breath in. Your gaze could be up or you can look down, finding your tall stance. As you swirl your arm down, soften through your legs. Turn your toes to the corners of the mat. Straighten the legs, inhale, lifting the arms, standing tall. As you breathe out, bend your knees, eagle arms, right arm underneath your left as you might wind them up. Let your shoulders relax, knees open, buttocks as low as possible, shoulders relaxed, elbows away from the chest. Start to sway. Start with the legs, then at arms and upper body, and find your way down towards a forward bend a few times, brushing the fingertips along the floor. Then starting to rise again. Take yourself back into standing. Sit in your stance. While you breathe in, turning your toes back forward, the heel back out and finding warrior 2. Warrior 2, release the hands down onto the mat. Lift your heel, step the foot back, 3-legged or full down dog. Your choice, you can flow with 3 legs or with 4. Once you enter your down dog or puppy pose, rest to breathe. Again, there's an opportunity to close the eyes. Your choice now to walk a step or jump the feet to the top end of your mat. Breathe in here and find a half lift. Breathe out there to fold. Push into the feet as you breathe in, lift your arms out and up. And exhaling, take your hands to your heart. Even touch the thumbs. Standing again strong in legs, buttocks, in your mountain pose. On your in-breath, lift your arms, your left knee, flex the foot. Breathe out, extend the leg to the front. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, extend the leg to the back. Warrior 3. Point the toes. Land the foot. Soften the knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Fists. Breathe out, pull, lower your knee. Inhaling, extending. Twist. Arms reaching out to shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale, side angle pose. As you breathe in, push back into the feet, returning into the twist. And then let's swirl the arms around as you find the heel on the floor, warrior 2. Once you're standing in your warrior 2, turn the palms of the hands up. Exalt the warrior, breathing in. As you find the length in your warrior pose, we release it by bending the back knee. Let your arms swirl in, toes turn out. Breathe in, straighten the legs, arms reaching up. Eagle arms while you bend your knees, left arm underneath the right. Let your shoulders relax again. Knees open, shoulders relaxed, deep stands. Let's sway again. Sway the legs and begin to sway the upper body, moving downwards, starting to brush along the floor. Then finding your way back up. As you breathe in, extend your arms, turn your toes forward, your heel back. Warrior 2. A windmill takes you down with your hands, and you can choose again 3 or 4-legged dog, 3 or 4-legged flow, or taking a break. Let's pause to breathe once you've finished your movement. Where is the solid pace of your breath? Choose again, walking, stepping, jumping the feet to the top end of the mat. Breathe in there, find a half lift position. Breathe out to fold. Stay in the forward bend for a moment, relax the neck. And when you next exhale, engage your core and roll up into standing this time. While you breathe in, reach your arms out and up. And exhale, bring the hands back in front of your heart. Stand tall and strong. While you inhale, lift arms and right knee flexing the foot. Exhale, extend your leg. Inhale, bend your knee and open your arms. Exhale, eagle pose, right arm underneath the left. Big toe can touch the floor, or you can hug the foot in by the side. Let the shoulders be relaxed, steady gaze. Elbows might lightly be lifted here. Keep your arms. Breathe in, lift your knee, flex the foot. Breathe out, warrior 3, eagle arms. Point the toes. Step the foot back, bend the knee, and start to lift the arms still the same. The elbows up, maybe coming into a light back bend. Breathe in, release the arms, circle them up. Fists, breathe out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, revolved side angle pose. Breathe in, push back up into your twist. Lift and swirl, warrior two. Turning the palms of the hands upwards. Exalted warrior as you breathe in. Let's bend the back knee, bring your arms to the center, turn your heels out. Breathe in, lift the arms all the way. Soft knees fold from your hips. As you breathe out, wide-legged standard forward bend. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, stay as you fold. Lift your shoulders lightly. You might choose your hands underneath the shoulders, or you can even turn your fingertips and point back. Top of the head reaching towards the floor. Please allow the weight of the body to lean slightly forward within the grounded feet. Staying for just 2 more breaths. Once completed, inhale, come onto your fingertips, turning your left toes back out. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms out and up. And as you breathe out, interlace the hands behind your back. Pull the arms away from the back, inhale. Exhale, a humble warrior. Let's release the hands down either side of the foot. Lift through the heel. Step the foot forward. Take a breath in, come to half lift position. Breathe out into full forward bend. Stay here. Waiting for your next out breath. As you roll up slowly into standing, take your time and curl through your spine. Inhaling, lift the arms. Exhaling, hands to heart, Tadasana, mountain pose. On your in-breath, lift your arms, your left knee, flex the foot. Breathe out, extend the leg forward. Inhale, bend the knee, open your arms. Eagle pose, left arm underneath the right. As you find your stance, maybe a full balance, maybe big toe to the floor. Relax the shoulders, elbows slightly forward and up. Steady the gaze. Breathe. Holding your arms, breathe in, lift your knee, flex the foot. Exhale, warrior three with eagle arms. Point the foot, land the foot to the ground, bend the knee, still keep your arms. Start to lift the elbows, come into a little back bend. As you breathe in, open the arms, reach them up. Make your fists breathe out and lower your knee. Inhaling, lift the arms. Exhale, twist. Breathe in. Exhale, revolved side angle pose. Push into the foot, inhale, lifting. Swirl the arms around, warrior two. Turning the palms of the hands up, exalted warrior pose. Bend the back knee, swirl your arms in, turn the toes forward. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, hands this time into the side of the waist. While you inhale, open chest, throat, gaze. Squeeze the shoulders back, elbows back, and fold again. Top of the head towards the floor. Neck is relaxed. While you're leaning forward, keep your shoulder blades squeezing, elbows moving backwards. Still the weight sits forward in the feet. Stay with that, 2 more breaths. Keep the hands but soften the knees, lengthen the spine forward. Start to turn your right foot. As you're lifting up, take a deep breath in. On your out breath, interlace your hands, maybe in an odd way behind your back. Inhale, lift the arms away from the back. Exhale, humble warrior. Release the humble warrior, hands coming down to the floor. Lift the back heel, step the foot back, down dog. Feel free to hold your inversion, which is the down dog for today, as you stay here. If this is too strong, of course, your knees can come down, just keep your head low, or you could change into a dolphin if your wrists are feeling sore. Do nothing, just close the eyes, allow your head to rest, but to float off the ground. Stay, breathe, and enjoy the reverse blood flow coming all the way into the head. On your next inhalation, bring your knees down onto the mat and sit all the way back to the heels in a child's pose. You might choose to stack your fists, resting the forehead on. Let's release the fists. As you breathe in, lift up to stand on your knees, reach your arms up, maybe encourage a light back bend. While you're breathing out, come to sit again and twist, wrapping the arms around the body or hand against the leg. Stay here, breathe. We'll do that once more to the other side. Lift up as you inhale, open the front of the body, your option. And when breathing out, twisting in the other direction, arms wrapped or against the leg. Stay here, breathe. As you breathe in, just lifting the arms. And when you breathe out, place the hands down behind. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Lifting, oh no, we're not lifting straight away. Your heater might be off. So if you need to, put some socks on, put a jumper on, grab everything that you might need for relaxation now, as you could have a blanket, a bolster, a cushioning. Once you've got everything by the side of the mat, then sit, Dandasana, tall, legs long, and take a breath in to lift the arms out in front. When you're starting to breathe out slowly around, it's up to you, your pace here, even pauses are most welcome at any stage on the way down towards the floor. Once you have landed, relax your arms, let your legs roll apart, maybe give them a shake. You feel something in your lower back, you might prefer to have your feet on the ground, adjusting this position. Let yourself fall into relaxation. Let the body become heavy at first, heavy into the floor, into your cushioning. And then notice as the body begins to relax, so might your breath. I ask you to keep your breath flowing deeply and fully in and out of the nose. Just for 2 more breaths. Before you even let go of the breath completely. To be sure of the road, close your eyes and walk in the dark. Spiritually, closing your eyes permits heaven to enact the most wonderful guidance in your life. Say the affirmation, open a new road to me today and expect the unexpected. When it appears, accept the gift. Allow your breath to deepen again, your body to slightly move, maybe stretch. And take your body then from here into a seated position. You might choose to roll over to your side and pause there briefly. Once you come to sit, touching the palms of the hands together, maybe closing the eyes again, getting that feeling once more when the thumbs are touching the sternum, as if you could reach right inside of you. And from there, we extend to each other, Namaste. If you choose to look up, this is a quite beautiful card, and miraculously, it's also matching one of our twisted lunches today.